This is going to be a big fixture. Oh my goodness, it is Bayern Munich. We are live, guys. It is Bayern Munich who are up against the likes of Chelsea, and that too at the Allianz Arena. It is Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. It is Bayern Munich against the likes of Chelsea. It is the UEFA Champions League match day 1, and Bayern are ready for their first encounter, first match day of the Champions League, UEFA Champions League, and it is Bayern Munich against the likes of Chelsea. We are having the lineups, guys. It is the lineups which are available. Look at that. Bayern have got the lineups over here. Oh my goodness, it is that same lineup Vincent Company is using over here. It is Luis Diaz, it is Harry Kane, it is the likes of Olise, Gnabry, the same lineup which Vincent Company is having. We will be having the watch along of Bayern Munich against the likes of Chelsea, as well as Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. Two of the big matches are going to be happening today, but we are having that live poll over here also onto our chat, that who is going to win. Give your votes on our poll as well. The first option is Bayern, the second is Chelsea, the third is Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. These are the 4 options where you can give your votes in our live poll. But we will be just having the lineups analysis because still 45 minutes for the kickoff. But are Bayern going to be doing that? Are Chelsea going to be making that big? What is that which is going to be happening today? Will Bayern win at Allianz? Will Chelsea win at Allianz? For the first match day, will Liverpool win today? Will Atletico Madrid be winning today? What is that going to be? We will be having the watch along of this match 45 minutes from now. Still we have got 45 minutes. The lineups are over here. We will be having the discussion of the lineups, then we will be moving on to the predictions. But we have made the predictions 2 days back and it has been uploaded to our video playlist. It has been uploaded. We have been making the predictions of this and it has been uploaded to our playlist. Those of you who are new to the stream, they can watch it from there as well. But are Bayern going to be making that with this lineup? Luis Diaz, it is Pavlovic and Kimmich, which Vincent Company has chosen. He hasn't chosen Goretzka over here, but it is Pavlovic and Kimmich, which Vincent Company has chosen for this match against Chelsea. But Chelsea, we will be having the discussion of the lineups of Chelsea as well. But look at that, it is Tah and Upamecano. Kim Min-jae not being picked up by Vincent Company. Vincent Company not having the reliability over Kim Min-jae, and Kim Min-jae hasn't been picked up. My goodness, what is this going to be? But Manuel Neuer on the goalkeeping aspects, this is going to be a big boost. Ubig as well as the likes of Ulrich are there for the substitutions, but no, Vincent Company has gone for Manuel Neuer and he is sticking with that. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on our poll that who is going to be winning this game. Oh my goodness, look at that on our live poll. It is 80% of the fans are thinking that Chelsea are going to be winning this. It is 80% of the fans who are thinking that Chelsea are going to be winning that. We have got 80% votes for Chelsea, 20% for Liverpool, and no votes for Atletico Madrid and no votes for Bayern Munich on our stream. My goodness, what is that which is looking to be happening? Is this game going to be in favor of the likes of Chelsea? Are they going to be winning this big? But before that, we will be just having the lineups discussion of both the teams over here. Look at that. Oh my god, again, it is the Chelsea fans who have been giving their votes and they are picking it big. They are picking this big. But let us give our votes to that as well. But how is this going to be? But look at that, it is Lama on the right backs. But for Chelsea over here on the lineups, look at this. It is Enzo Maresca who has faced the threat. And in his lineups, look at that. It is all the defensive aspects which he has brought. Enzo Maresca has brought in the lineups. My goodness, look at the lineup of Enzo Maresca. It is Gusto, it is James, it is Tosin, it is Chaloba, it is Cucurella, it is Caicedo. All of the defensive aspects Enzo Maresca has brought into this game. All of the defensive aspects Enzo Maresca has brought into this game. But is that going to be good enough for stopping Olise, for stopping Harry Kane, for stopping Gnabry, for stopping Luis Diaz to be getting those goals? My goodness, look at that. Lineups of Chelsea is there, but Bayern with the likes of Nicholas Jackson, will they be making that? Oh my god, look at that. It is much of the things which Vincent Company has brought into this. How are things going to be, guys? Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. How are Bayern going to be making that? We have got 80% votes in favor of Chelsea so far. But look at the lineups. Enzo Maresca has just sensed the threat with the thumping Bayern Munich mentality, where they have been scoring so many goals in the 3 match days, and it is the likes of Enzo Maresca shifting into those defensive aspects. It is the story, guys. It is the story which is going to be happening today. We will be having the match live, but before that, give your votes. Give your votes and your predictions onto our chat, as well as onto our poll, that who is going to be winning that. Oh my goodness, look at that. So much of defensive reinforcements Enzo Maresca has got into his team. So much of the defensive reinforcements. Enzo Maresca has got the threat, guys. Enzo Maresca has got the threat and has sensed it, and that is the reason why he has been putting so many of the defensive lineups over here. He wants to safeguard the nets. Enzo Maresca wants to safeguard the nets. It is looking clear over here. Enzo Maresca wants to safeguard the nets and not getting the threat of conceding cheap goals, and that is why so much of the defensive reinforcements has been brought. But will Bayern be waiting for that? Will Bayern be waiting for that, or they will be just cruising into the defense of Chelsea and making those goals count? What is that going to be? Give your votes on our poll section, which has been pinned on the chat, guys. Give your votes. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. So many of the votes we have been getting in favor of Chelsea so far over here. Oh my goodness, look at that. So many of the votes we have been getting in favor of Chelsea over here, because Gusto on the right backs, James, he will be definitely staying on the center backs. Tosin, Chaloba, Cucurella, Caicedo. 6 defensive reinforcements Enzo Maresca has got into this team. It is 6 defensive reinforcements which Enzo Maresca has got into his team. How is this lineup going to be threatening? With Palmer, with Fernandes as well, a defensive midfield player, but he will be soon looking on to these attacking aspects. But is this game going to be really fruitful? What a defensive aspect Enzo Maresca has got into this. What a defensive reinforcement Enzo Maresca has got into this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Enzo Maresca bringing in so much of the defensive reinforcements. Is Vincent Company prepared for making this statement good? Is Vincent Company prepared for making this reinforcement good? Vincent Company, is he ready for this lineup of Chelsea? That will be the factor to watch. It will be the factor to watch over here. Oh my goodness, look at the defensive aspects. So much of the defensive players for Chelsea in the lineup. My goodness. Gusto, Tosin, Chaloba, Cucurella, James. Giddens has not been picked. George, Maguire. These are the options in the attacks he will be bringing in. Estevao is there. He is back from those injuries. Estevao is the man which Enzo Maresca will definitely want to use. But how are things going to be like this? Oh my goodness. FCB are going to be making that good or not? It is the statement. Now we will be making it. So yes, it is the live poll which we have got so far over here. But is that statement looking and making good? Is that statement going to be looking and making good? But look at the lineups of Bayern over here. It will be good to watch. But of the detailed analysis of the lineups over here, we will be now moving on to the history of both the teams, how these teams have fared in the Champions League and in the head-to-head performances. That is the statement now we'll be wanting to have onto our screen. Give us that screen that how these two teams have fared. And those of you who are watching, give your votes on our live poll. We have got 80% votes for Chelsea winning that. Oh my God. This is a big, bold statement, guys. This is a big, bold statement which has been brought onto our poll. This is a big, bold statement which has been brought onto our poll. But here are the things going to be making that. Let me just put this onto our screen. Yes, we have that screen over here on to our main panel. Just look at that. It is the game which is going to be Bayern Munich and Chelsea over here. Bayern is keen to kindle London rivalry. Will the likes of Harry Kane, will the likes of Luis Diaz, will the likes of Olise, will the likes of Gnabry, will they be roaring in big? But it is the referee who is going to be for today. It is Sanchez Martinez, the man, Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez. He is from those La Liga Spanish league referee. He is over here. My goodness, 3.2 yellow cards on an average. He has given one red card as well. My God. Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez is the referee from Spain. He will be officiating this game between Bayern and the likes of Chelsea. Spanish referee officiating the game between a German and an English club. UEFA hope they are not making anything bad into that, but Sanchez Martinez being the referee, talking about the performances all in all for Bayern, Bayern have been getting wins, but Chelsea has got a draw against Brentford and against Crystal Palace also. That was a draw. That is what Chelsea has got in their past 5 fixtures. But in the UCL, Bayern got a draw against Inter. They lost to Inter. That is what they exit got in the Champions League. But apart from that, it was a win. And Chelsea losing to Real Madrid in the Champions League 2-0 each, both the times, both the legs. But against Dortmund, they had a 2-0 win. But the first leg, it was Dortmund winning 1-0. That is the storyline. Chelsea at home won against Dortmund, but against Real Madrid losing both the fixtures. But at the German park, I mean Signal Iduna Park against Dortmund, they had lost. That is what the story is. And into the head-to-head performances of both the teams, looking over here, look at that. It is Bayern who has got 4 wins, 2 draws and 1 win for Chelsea. That has been the story. The past meetup was in the Champions League. It was a 4-1 victory for Bayern, 3-0 and an aggregate 7-1. Bayern crushed Chelsea 2019 and 20 season. That has been the story. 4-1 was the storyline. It was Lewandowski, Perisic, Tolisso. Lewandowski again, 4 goals for Bayern against Chelsea for that fixture. And over here at Chelsea, it was Gnabry scoring both the times and Lewandowski. 3-0 was the score line of that matchup between these two teams. That has been the story 2019 and 20 Champions League. And 2017-18, it was some international cup, Champions Cup, Singapore. 3-2 was the storyline. Bayern getting that 3-2. Rafinha, Thomas Muller getting twice. but Marcos Alonso and Batshuayi were the two men from Chelsea getting. So Chelsea in the past fixture has got a goal from Tammy Abraham. That is what? In the past three fixtures, Chelsea has got only 3 goals. But Bayern has got 10 whooping goals against Chelsea in the past three fixtures. But in the UEFA Super Cup again, look at that. It was way back 2013 UEFA Super Cup final it was. Bayern winning 5-4. It was on the penalties. It was this game 2013 went on to the penalties. Who missed? It was Romelu Lukaku missing the penalty shootout. Look at that. Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku just lost that. It was the UEFA Super Cup final over here, but 2011 and 12, that was the time when Chelsea won that on the penalties. That was the time when Chelsea was roaring high, and it was the UCL knockout finals where Chelsea, the last time they won against Bayern, it was 2012. That was the story. That was the story, but this game was at the Allianz Arena. Chelsea has won the last time at the Allianz Arena was way back in 2011 and 12, and what a memorable Champions League final that was. In the end, Drogba got that goal, but missed from Olise and Schweinsteiger were the two things where Bayern lost it into the penalties of the UCL knockout. My goodness, 2 goals were there. Thomas Muller was the man who scored. Drogba was the man who scored, but Gnabry is the man who has scored against Chelsea in the past. That has been the story. So this is all the history of both the teams. But before 2011-12, we have another data showing in from here. All the data which we are showing in onto our screen is from the B Soccer app. It is available on the Play Store. You can download it from there and you can get this data from there as well. But 2004 and 5, it was again the Champions League where 3-2 was the scoreline. Bayern getting that. Globally 5-6. UCL quarterfinals was that. It was the UCL quarterfinals again. 3-2 at the Allianz Arena was the storyline. 2 goals Chelsea got from Lampard, Drogba. But for Bayern, it was Pizarro, Guerrero, and Mehmet Sol. These were the goal scorers of those elite matches of the past. But 4-2 was the scoreline. When Bayern visited Chelsea at Stamford, it was Cole, Lampard again, and Drogba. Drogba and Lampard have been scoring. But for Bayern, it was Schweinsteiger and Ballack. Michael Ballack was the man who scored that in 2005 UCL quarterfinals. So in the UCL, if you talk about, it is some sort of a fixtures where we can say that Bayern has all in all got 4 wins, 2 draws, but 1 win for Chelsea has been the story in the head-to-head performances of both the teams. That has been the story so far. But in the last lineup which Bayern was having, it was Harry Kane, Luis Diaz. They won it by 5-0. Gnabry was there, Mikel Olise, Kimmich, Pavlovic was there, same lineup. Stanisic, Ta, Upamecano, Lima. Vincent Kompany is going for the same lineup which he played in the Bundesliga for Bayern, and it was a 5-0 win, and the same lineup he is choosing against Chelsea for today. That has been the story. But Chelsea, look at that, it was the lineup where they were facing Brentford. It was a 2-2 draw. Pedro was there, Gideons on the wings was there, Bonanote was the man on the mid page. Pedro Neto was there. Caicedo, Fernandes were there. Chaloba, Halo, Fofana, and the likes of Sanchez. Some of the changes Enzo Maresca has made into the team, because against Brentford it was a draw. But for this lineup, look at this lineup over here, which we are now showing in for Chelsea. Look at this lineup. Chelsea has got a change. Chelsea has got a change over here, because it was in the previous lineups against Brentford where the likes of Fofana was there and Adrambu was on the centre backs, but Chaloba is there. He is now as well. Cucurella was also not there in the previous lineup for Chelsea. Cucurella has been brought in. Gusto has been brought in, Tosin has been brought in. James was even not there. James has also been brought in. So it is the defensive reinforcements which Enzo Maresca has got into this team. And it is a total change of Gusto, James, Tosin, Cucurella, 4 defensive changes. It was Hallo, it was Abraboyo, it was Fofana who were there against Brentford, but against the likes of Bayern, there are 4 defensive changes. Fernandes was there, but again, if we look at Palmer was not available against Brentford. That is what the reason was. Bonanotte was there in the attacking mid pitch, but Gittins was also there. But for this game, it is Pedro Neto and Palmer. And it is the likes of Fernandes. So most of the defensive reinforcements which Chelsea has got into this squad, we would say, it is most of the defensive aspects which Chelsea has got into from their previous lineup. That is what the storyline is looking. But apart from this, look at the offensive contributions and the goals which has happened. Harry Kane has got 3 assists and 8 goals. Joao Pedro for Chelsea, the striker, has got 3 assists and 2 goals. Luis Diaz, 4 goals, 2 assists. My goodness. Bayern players are thumping big. Bayern players are thumping big. Let me put that Q&A, that who is going to score first. Who will score first and what? Who is going to score first today? Bayern or Chelsea? That is the question which has been pinned onto the chat. That is the question which has been pinned onto the chat right now. That who is going to score first? Those of you who have given your votes over here, it is all 80% votes for Chelsea we have got on our live poll. No votes we have got for Bayern, 20% votes for Liverpool winning it, and no votes for Atletico Madrid. But again, looking at this, look at this. On a rating, Bayern, if we say the ELO rating is showing that Bayern are having a 92, a 12.3% is there a tilt, but Chelsea are having 94 on that rating. But Chelsea has won the FIFA Club World Cup. Chelsea has got that passed against PSG. That is what the storyline is. But a probability of win, if you would say, it is all for Bayern. The probability of winning over here, it is all for Bayern. It is all for Bayern in this game to be winning that. Look at the probability of winning of both the teams. That is what the reason is. I would say that with a progression of 5.7% win probability, Enzo Maresca has got those defensive reinforcements in the squad. That is what we can just analyze about this. We will see that who is going to be winning that. A draw is there for 11.9%. All the aspects for Bayern are there. Look at that. It is 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, but the maximum cluster over here is 3-0 in favor for Bayern. But Chelsea scoring it hasn't been that much. 1 each we can get somehow. But Chelsea winning this is no way near the win probability of the exact outcome which any of these teams can get. But actual position is 13. Chelsea is on the 14th. That is what this thing is. And current standings, it is 17.5% probability that Bayern are going to be gaining those ranks. 8% probability for Chelsea is that. Look, this full ranking, Barcelona are at the top. Current standings. Oh my goodness. The matches over here will be definitely going to be making that big. But again, moving on to the preview, showing bid-up. Miguel Olise, on the other hand, has also got 4 goals. Look at that. Diaz 4 goals, Harry Kane 8 goals, 16 goals. These 3 have got. Gnabry has also got 2 goals. Gnabry will be the factor on the mid page. No denying the fact, with this defensive reinforcements which Enzo Maresca has brought into his first starting lineup at the Alliance, it will be the likes of definitely those moments from Gnabry where he will be tested. Gnabry, he is regaining some of his form and he is making those statements good, but will he be good for today? That is the question that is the thing we will be wanting to watch. That is the thing we will be wanting to watch in this game. Let us, oh my god, the live stream is about to begin. The live match is about to begin. Still we have got, how many more minutes have we got, guys? We still have got 25 more minutes left. Let us just have a look of the lineup. What is Cole Palmer could reach 100 matches. The milestones which is having, Manuel Neuer could reach 100 wins, 150 matches more for Manuel Neuer in the Champions League. And with this, he will be reaching 100 wins, 150 matches and more than 100 wins. Big milestone for Manuel Neuer if Bayern are going to win this. Davies could reach 50 matches in UCL, but Davies is unfortunately injured. Badiashile will be getting 50 startings in Chelsea. These are the milestones. But Joshua Kimmich is the man who is over here, along with the likes of Pavlovic. But look at the attacking aspects. Chelsea on a rating is 96, but Bayern on that is 100. But in attacking aspects, talking about Chelsea on the counters can be making that good of 83 and 82. Squad depth, I would say Chelsea is having two more. Midfield is where Chelsea will be looking to dominate. That is what Enzo Maresca has brought in these changes in the lineups which he was playing in the Premier League. Against Brentford, it was a different lineup and now it is a different one. The midfield is where Bayern has to be really worried. If Bayern are going to be making that thing big, then it is the mid-pitch where they have been really making that. That is what the thing will be. In the defensive aspects, Jonathan Tah and Upamecano compared with the likes of Tosin and Chalobah, definitely Tah and Upamecano are the ones who have got those. But what will be the statement? What will be the statement if Bayern are not getting those goals? It will be the factor. But the next matchup which we are having is over here. Just have a look at Liverpool and Atletico over here. Liverpool have got the likes of Konate, Van Dijk, Alisson. Frimpong has been called on the right backs for Liverpool. Robertson on the left backs. Two changes which Slot has made. Arne Slot in the previous fixture where Liverpool were playing in the Premier League, it was the likes of Kerkez who was there on the left backs, but now Robertson has been brought in and Frimpong on the right backs. No Szoboszlai on the right backs for Liverpool in the Champions League. The tactical aspect of Slot, which he is making that and winning those late stoppage time winners, but winning it somehow in the Premier League, he is doing it, and Szoboszlai on the right backs. But against Atletico, no. It is Mo Salah, Florian Wirtz, Gakpo, Alexander Isak is there in the starting lineups of Liverpool. Alexander Isak, who was not present in the Premier League fixture for Liverpool in the past match, but now Isak is there in the lineups. He has been picked up. No Ekitike for Slot in the starting lineup for Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. It is Alexander Isak who has been brought. My goodness, Alexander Isak have been given the starting position in the squad. 120 millions Isak. Ekitike 100 millions. Florian Wirtz 150 millions. My God. So much of the transfer money for Liverpool, but Isak is there. That is a good sign. Slot making Isak comfortable in the squad, and he has been given the centre forward position straight forward. But Diogo Simeone, with his venture into it, look at that. It is Griezmann, it is Raspadori. My goodness, Alvarez is not there, and Raspadori with the transfer to Atletico Madrid is there. But it is the likes of Guilano who has been given. Guilano Simeone is there on the right backs. Gonzalez on the left backs. Gallagher and the likes of Barrios as usual. On the mid page, Javi Galan, Longlet, Lee Normand, and the likes of Lorente. Not much changes for Diogo Simeone, but two of the transfers, it is Gonzalez and Raspadori, who are there in the starting lineup for Simeone. But at the Anfield, will Liverpool be making that good? And the referee for this game is the likes of Maurizio Mariani. This man is going to be the official referee for today's game. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes on our live poll, guys. Give your votes on our live poll. We still have got those 20 more minutes left for the kickoff. But the main thing which we will be watching in this game is the likes of, we have to just watch Liverpool and Atletico head to head, how much of those things they have got. Wins 4 for Liverpool. In this season so far, Atletico has got a 1 draw, 1 loss, 2 draw. Atletico has got 2 draw, 1 loss. That is what the statement is. And to be talking about Atletico in their table, look at that. Where is Atletico Madrid? Atletico Madrid, where are they? Oh my god, at the 11th spot. Atletico are at the 11th spot in the La Liga this season. But Maurizio Mariani is the referee over here. Italian man for English and Spanish club. Italian man, he is the man who will be officiating the game for today. But look at the head-to-head performances. In the total comparisons, Liverpool has got 4 wins, 3 draws. But Atletico has also got 4 wins against Liverpool. Big stats, guys. Big stats are talking. Liverpool, it was in the 2021-22 season, 2-0 against Atletico. Jota, the man who scored. Sadio Mane. These were the 2 goal scorers Liverpool got. But again, at the reverse leg for Liverpool, it was Salah and Keita. Salah scoring twice. So Salah has scored against the likes of Atletico. He will making that. But for Atletico, it was Griezmann. Past 2 fixtures, Liverpool has got 2 wins registered twice. But 19-20 season, it was Atletico winning it. I think that was the season Atletico went on to win the La Liga as well. Wijnaldum, Firmino, these were the 2 Liverpool goal scorers in that fixture. Marcus Llorente again, Morata. Atletico scored thrice, but it was a comeback. It was a comeback. Look at the timing of the goals. 43rd minute, Firmino scoring in the 94th minute, Llorente 97th, a comeback, hope of comeback from Llorente, 97th minute, Llorente on the 105th minute, Morata on the 121st minute on the dead minutes of the extra time. 120 minutes were over, and that too on the 121st minute. It was Morata who got that goal. Big fixture that was. But in the first one, it was 1-0 for Atletico. Liverpool faced that humiliation. It was Saul who got that. 1-0 was the score line when Atletico Rojiblancos at home were hosting Liverpool. 1920 season. So yes, 1920 season for Atletico was good, but 2021 and 22 season, it was Liverpool who was roaring. So 2 seasons, one for Liverpool and the another came in for Atletico. But in the Audi Cup 16-17, it was in the penalties. Atletico won again. 2009 and 10, look at that, 2-1 for Liverpool and 1-0. Who was the goal scorers? Look at that. Benayoun and Okilani were the 2 for Liverpool. And Atletico scored from Diogo Forlan. Forlan was there on the 3rd minute, but not good enough to get past them. But yes, in the home fixture, Atletico got again. Forlan was the man. Diogo Forlan scoring in both the legs in 2009 and 10. But that was the Europa League. Liverpool and Atletico in 2009 and 10. It was the Europa League they were playing. But again, back in 2008-9, it was a draw for both the teams, 1 each. 8-9, Rodriguez scored for Atletico, Gerrard scoring for Liverpool. But On the reverse leg for Liverpool, it was Robbie Keane and it was Simao for Atletico. That was the storyline. That has been the story. That has been the story. But all in all, talking about both the teams, it is a 4 win for Liverpool, 3 draw, and 4 for Atletico Madrid. That has been the story. But the changes in the lineup which Liverpool has got, look at that. It was against the like of the fixture between Burnley at home facing Liverpool. It was EKTK, but Alexander Isak has been given the position. Gakpo was there, Florian Wirtz, Mo Salah was there, McAllister and Gravenberg was there, but McAllister, I don't know what has happened to him after coming from those injuries. He is not looking in the best of his shape. It was Kerkez, he has been replaced, and now Robertson is there in the lineups. It was Van Dijk, Konate, and Szoboszlai, and now it is Frimpong who has been replaced. Alisson was there. But for Atletico Madrid, look at that. It was Griezmann and Alvarez, where Atletico were hosting in the La Liga up against the likes of Villarreal. They won it 2-0. But it was Oblak, Lenormand, Lenglet were there. The same defensive pairing is for this game. But it was the likes of Matteo Ruggeri on the left backs. But now Javi Galan is there. Marcus Llorente on the right backs as well. Giuliano Simeone is there, the man on the right wings, permanent for Atletico Madrid, and Nicolas Gonzalez on the left wings. But Alvarez, he is having those injuries, not available. Alex Baena, not available. Gimenez, not available. Almada, not. Odoso, so many players. But for Liverpool, McAllister, there is some sort of unavailability of an injury, and Curtis Jones as well. So this is the storyline for Liverpool and the likes of Atletico Madrid for today's game. But what will be the storyline? Because soon we will be putting this live timeline onto our screen, that what is going to be the outcome of this game. What is going to be the outcome of this game? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Bayern Munich have won 3 of their last 4 games against Chelsea in the Champions League, draw 1, lost on penalties in the final 2011-12. That is what Chelsea have lost 60% of their games against Bayern in the European Cup, blah blah blah, win 1, draw 1, lost 3. Their highest. Bayern have only lost 1 of their last 11 home games against English sides in the Champions League. 8 wins, 2 draws. My goodness, have only lost 1 of their last 11 home games. Bayern at home can be dangerous, but will that be the storyline coming in soon? Soon we will be showing the exact timeline onto our screen. But will Bayern be registering that thumping win? A 3-0 or 4-0 or a 4-1 or a 3-1? Will that be the thing happening? Still there is 10 more minutes left for the kickoff. 10 more minutes left for the kickoff. But on the lineups, Enzo Maresca has got the tactical adjustments. Enzo Maresca has got the tactical adjustments over here. We are waiting for that. Liverpool up against the likes of Atletico. Look at that. Anfield is looking good. And over here, Alliance is also looking good. Apart from that, we are also having the matches of PSG and Atlanta. PSG hosting at Parc des Princes. And Atlanta, they will be looking to making that big. And apart from the likes of Atlanta, it is also Ajax and Inter who will be facing each other. Soon we will be showing the exact timeline onto our screen, that what is going to be happening. But still 10 more minutes left for the kickoff, guys. Still 10 more minutes left for the kickoff. Look at that Champions League ball. It is looking so good. Look at that. We are having those exact timeline onto our screen. Liverpool has, oh my god, look at that Champions League ball. It is looking roaring. PSG and the likes of Atlanta, Ajax and Inter, we are having the exact scoreline as well onto our screen. The timer is all set. And we are waiting for the kickoff to happen. We are waiting for the kickoff to happen. Still 10 more minutes left, guys. Still 10 more minutes left for the kickoff. Those of you who are watching it, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. There is also that question which has been pinned onto our chat, that who is going to score first today, Bayern or Chelsea? It will be a different story if Chelsea are going to get that early goal. They will be going completely defensive in their reinforcements. Already Maresca has brought in 6 defensive players. It will be on the mid pitch where Bayern will be looking bit critical, and if Kimmich is given that space, then only Bayern will be able to excel, because it is the thing where Bayern has to be critical about that. It is the thing where Bayern has to be critical about that. What is this live of YouTube? Every time the things are looking so clumsy. Hope the audio and the video quality is looking good. Hope the audio and the video quality is looking good. 8 more minutes left for the kickoff, guys. 8 more minutes left for the kickoff. 8 more minutes left for the kickoff. Are things going to be making that good? Let us have those lubrec, because next 45 minutes it will be rolling, my boys. It will be rolling. It will be rolling. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who is going to be winning this big? And I will be just back in 2 minutes. I will take a short break of My microphone is off. Yes, now I have just set it right. Now the microphone is on. Hope the audio and the video is good enough. Hope the audio and the video is good enough. Yes, the audio and the video is good enough. What is that going to be the outcome? We have shared the lineups, we have shared the predictions, we have shared the team analysis, we have shared the match referees. Oh my god, Sanchez is the referee now taking the match ball. The players are seen coming onto the pitch. A big fight looking to be happening. Enzo Maresca has got the defensive aspects. Let us just bring the lineups again. Let us just bring the lineups again. Look at that. Enzo Maresca has got the lineups again. Defensive reinforcements for Enzo Maresca. So many defensive players in the squad. In the starting lineup, Maresca has sensed the thumping, attacking form of Bayern, but Bayern, to be talking in the substitutions, they have got in the attacks only Lennart Karl and Nicholas Jackson. Jackson, will he be making that big for today? Nicholas Jackson up against the likes of Chelsea. Chelsea in their first match day have come in at Allianz to face Bayern Munich. The Champions League anthem is now being played. Police, the man, Gnabry, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, so many of their forwards, but Chelsea with Pedro, with the likes of Gittens is also there, but not in the lineups. It will be Chelsea's forward where Palmer is there back from the injuries. Joao Pedro and Neto, these will be the man who will be making that good. Enzo Maresca and Vincent Kompany having a hug each other on the sidelines. Enzo Maresca and Vincent Kompany having a hug to each other. And now finally the lineups for Bayern over here. The same usual lineup which Vincent Kompany is using in the previous fixture in the Bundesliga as well. What he was using, the same lineup he is using. But one thing which Bayern has to be worrying is that in the substitutions, in the attacks, they have only got Jackson and the likes of Lennart Karl. These are the two options which Bayern has only got in the substitutions in the attacks. From Bischoff, Goretzka, Santos are there for the mid-pitch. Sacha Boey, Minje Kim, Kiala are there for the defensive aspects. Ulrich and the likes of Ubik are there for the goalkeeping aspects. But for the likes of Chelsea in their attacking aspects, it is George, Gueye, Gittens, and the likes of Bonate. These are the four options Chelsea has got in the attacks. But no availability of Jamal Musiala, Bambi, Rafael Guerrero, Hiroki Ito, Wisdom Mike, not available for today's game. But Chelsea are also having those injuries. Bediashile, Lavia, Colville, Isugu, and their elite striker Liam Delap, which they signed, is not available for this game. So all the different analyses which we have done so far in this game are now up, and now we will be showing the exact timeline onto our screen, that what is this game going to be. There are 4 matches which we will be having the scoreline, but the watch along we will be having exactly is that of Bayern and the likes of Chelsea over here. So that is the exact timeline. The match hasn't yet started. What is that? The referee Sanchez is having words with the likes of Vincent Kompany and Maresca on the sidelines. What is that for? The kickoff is about to happen. The kickoff is about to happen. Look at that. Reece James is talking with the team. The captain, Reece James, having some sort of a mentality embedding into his team. The final words from Reece James to his players. But Bayern are still looking confident, but it is looking some sort of a shaky movement from Chelsea because they're having their final talks, and Enzo Maresca bringing in the defensive reinforcements into the squad early on from the first minute. We will be showing the exact timeline from the first minute. Let the kickoff begin. The kickoff is about to begin, boys. The kickoff is about to begin anytime. The referee is setting his timer. The kickoff has happened. The kickoff has happened. Ball being passed back to Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer goes for a long goal kick. Deflection. Harry Kane getting the first touch. Passes to Olise. Olise back passes to Kimmich. Kimmich goes there to Upamecano. Ta this time. Stanisic. The kickoff has happened. Luis Diaz passing that back. It is Ta now to Upamecano. Early moments passing in. Bayern are looking confident. The possession is still with them. 30 seconds into the first kickoff has happened. Bayern are having the possession, not giving away the ball cheaply. They are looking confident in the playmaking. Upamecano going for Kimmich. Kimmich this time goes for Ta. Stanisic on the left back. Stanisic goes in for Pavlovic. Interception coming in. Interception coming in from Chelsea on the mid page. That is what in the mid page is where Chelsea needs to be worried. So this kickoff has happened. On the other hand, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid, the kickoff has happened. Both of these matches, the kickoff has happened. Inside the box, Chelsea gets some opportunity, but Joshua Kimmich up against the likes of Enzo Fernandez gets the clearance. It is the mid pitch I'm talking, boys. Chelsea, if they are going to empower Bayern at Alliance, then it will be the mid pitch where they will be looking to. The first corner coming in. No, it is a throw. Sanchez is talking to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez not looking happy with the decision of the referee Sanchez over here. Chelsea are creating a chaos on the pitch. 2 minutes on the watch. It is a throw which has been awarded. I think that is what Enzo Fernandez is talking to the referee Sanchez. Cucurella with the ball. Chelsea are looking to disrupt the rhythm of Bayern's possession. A throw being taken. Gnabry gets a deflection. He goes for Harry Kane. Back to Chalobah. It has been passed back to Sanchez. But Turin is the man who is staying high up for Chelsea. That is the place where Bayern will be looking to press in. And it is now Pavlovic who has sensed that position and making that good. Sanchez goes in deep. Palmer. Chalobah this time goes for Cucurella. Chelsea with the possession. Back to Chalobah. Sanchez again. Bayern are counting the numbers good. They are not allowing Chelsea to make those passes. Sanchez with the possession. Struggling to make a pass, and he has considered a missed pass and a throw. Taken quickly by Stanisic. He goes in. Pavlovic on the mid page. Now goes for Upamecano. Kimmich. Kimmich is staying deep on the right mid page, right defensive mid page. Kimmich goes to the right backs now. Lima this time. Kimmich passes that. Manuel Neuer. Chelsea are counting the numbers. But Bayern on the mid pitch is where Kimmich needs that space. Lama with a header. Gets it. Neto gets that going. It is Enzo Fernandez. Neto. Lima. Neto is empowering Lima on the pitch. Olise has the block good enough over here. A throw one in. Vincent Company on the sidelines giving some instructions. It is Chelsea now trying to empower on the mid pitch. This time Manuel Neuer has given away a missed pass to Stanisic and a throw in coming for Chelsea. Both the teams are looking to settle in with their possession. This time Sanchez with the ball. Cucurella is making a run on the left. Yes, Sanchez has sensed that. Passes it. Olise getting that interception goal. Upamecano now passing that. Pavlovic. Pavlovic goes for Stanisic. Back passes to Ta. On the mid pitch is that what I am saying, boys. On the mid pitch is there where Gnabry has to work hard and drop down to be counting the numbers. Manuel Neuer, quite an impressive start so far. 4 minutes 40 seconds. Both the teams are looking, shaping up and not giving away those cheapy passes on the pitch. This time, Kimmich. Pavlovic again. Bayern with the possession, looking to build up. But on the mid pitch is where Chelsea were looking to empower, and yes, it is the thing which they are looking making happening. It is the thing which they are looking making happening. None of the teams have had a shot so far on to the woodwork. Gets a pass, but it is out for a throw. It is the spaces which I am talking. Four of the Chelsea defense are staying deep. In the mid pitch, they are trying to get outnumbered and they are counting the numbers good. Look at the moments which we are showing on the timeline. Look at the moments which we are showing on the timeline. Stanisic passing back to Neuer again. Neuer goes this time. Ta goes for a long one for Diaz. Will he get that? No. It is a deflection coming in. Caicedo this time has got it. Oh my god, Chelsea moving up high. Cole Palmer this time, he's up against Star. He passes that on the pitch. He goes for Fernandes but misses it. Pedro Neto couldn't get attached to that. It is what I am saying, a box-to-box play on the mid-page for the likes of Bayern will be critical, and now Palmer makes a pass and on the far post it was Lima who got a tackle to Fernandes. It was a save good enough. Lima just dropped down good enough. It is now Gnabry getting that, passes to Olise. Olise goes for Diaz. Diaz now on the right wings trying to empower. Diaz passes back. Olise this time. Olise now again on the left mid page. Passes it high up on the wings. Diaz from the right wings gives a cross. Header for Harry Kane. Harry Kane takes a header. Ooh, it was a header for Harry Kane. A cross coming in from Diaz on the wings. And what a class game this is looking. Look at the availability of the spaces. It is the mid-pitch where Chelsea are looking to empower and they are concentrating mostly on that part. But a header it was from Harry Kane. Somehow not getting that close to the woodwork. Referee Sanchez asking for that goal kick from the Chelsea goalkeeper Sanchez to be taken again. 8 minutes sharp into the watch. Sharp 8 minutes into the watch. Ball back in position. Look at that. It is the likes of two centre backs where Chelsea are having. It is Chalobah and Tosin who are staying deep, but every time they are targeting Palmer and Neto on the wings. That is what their tactical glitch is looking in. And on the mid pitch, they are trying to empower with the likes of Neto, Fernandes. Reece James is there with his speed. Man has to find their way, not getting at from the mid page, but going for the wings. Upamecano this time. He goes in, Stanisic, Manuel Neuer. Neuer is moving high up, goes in for a long ball, trying to find Diaz. Yes, he has found it. That is what I am saying. Finding the wings. Now Stanisic doing the talking, passing it to Diaz. Diaz gets a shot, long range shot, but not a worry for Sanchez. Diaz is looking to get the possession of the ball good enough, but this time Luis Diaz takes a long range shot. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who is going to be winning this game? Give your votes on our live poll. There is also that question that who will score first today, Bayern or Chelsea? Chelsea again looking for going for those long balls back from their defense. It was Tosin who was trying to find the likes of Joe or Pedro. But good block it is from Upamecano. Upamecano again. Changing the flanks. This time going for Stanisic. Stanisic is speeding up. Most of the energy is being passed. Harry Kane has the ball inside the box. First touch, not good enough. First touch, not good enough from Harry Kane. Luis Diaz dropping down, passing that to Stanisic this time. Goes for Upamecano now. Look at that. It is on the wings where Bayern has to make those passes. That is what Enzo Maresca has left on the mid-pitch. This time Pavlovic is moving in. He has the ball inside the box, goes in. Will that be a problem for Chelsea? No. Gnabry this time gets a shot. Oh my God, Serge Gnabry gets that shot. It is on the mid-pitch where Chelsea are cascading it. The same thing which we were having on our match preview as well as the analysis of this. Look at that. Gnabry moved on single-handedly, takes a left-footer shot, but not going for the wings. Not going for the wings. The forwards of Bayern are trying to release their pressure. The forwards of Bayern are trying to release their pressure because of the match time. They are wanting to have the possession of the ball. This time Chelsea, Pedro Neto going to pass it. No block. Cucurella on the deflection, passing to Neto again. Olise dropping it. Now it is Olise up against the likes of Neto. Neto passes that and it is Cucurella this time. Caicedo. Chalobah. It is again a cross inside the box coming in. Gusto gets the cross. Upamecano gets the deflection. It is a corner coming in for Chelsea. Look at that in the stats. It is the second corner, I think. No, the first one was a throw. Yes, the first one was a throw. All in all, Bayern has taken 3 shots, none on target. Chelsea has taken 1, none on target. That has been the story. And now the first corner coming in for Chelsea. It is the first corner coming in. Corner being taken, passed in. It is again onto the wings. Cucurella gets a header. No threat for Manuel Neuer. Chelsea are looking composed, boys. Chelsea are looking composed, not giving those passes. But not a threat so far for Manuel Neuer as well. It is on the wings where Bayern has to press in high. Gnabry dropping deep, passes that to Upamecano. This time Lima passes back to Upamecano again. Pass it to Neuer. Yes, my boy. Neuer gets that straight into the mid-pitch. Harry Kane dropping so deep down. Kane goes in again. This time Stanisic onto the mid-pitch. Kimmich has got the space. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Gnabry goes in, far in for Diaz. Oh my God. It was for Olise. That is what I'm saying. On the mid-page, Bayern has to work their ways out because Chelsea are trying to empower on that part of the pitch. You have to press it high, my boy. Chalobah this time, passing that. Reece James. Chelsea now with the possession. On the mid-pitch, no, Luis Diaz is up against Palmer. Palmer goes in. Lima gets a block. Upamecano, Olise, Kimmich, good moving. Upamecano goes in for Olise. That is what I'm saying. Make the numbers talking, my boy. It is a handball for Cucurella. That shit Cucurella again getting a handball in the Euros. This shit Cucurella had a handball. And it was a shot from Bambi Jamal Musiala. But again, now Cucurella getting a handball. I need this man Cucurella to get a straight red card. This man Cucurella is a menace every time he gets a handball and he is nowhere near to defending. But he saves the ball from those hand gestures. A free kick being awarded. Sanchez, the referee, having words with Reece James. Now he's talking to Kimmich. A free kick coming in. A set piece for Bayern at Alliance. Will a header be coming in? Will this set piece be taken good? Who is going to take that? Olise or Kimmich? Right footer or left footer? A set piece close to the box. Alicia takes that. First touch, second touch. He goes in. This time Gnabry keeps that. No. Out of the pitch, my boy. It was a good move from Alice, but it was offside. Anyways, it was offside. So a set piece chance being wasted. A set piece chance on the 15th minute being wasted. Sanchez goes in. A long goal kick. Gets the header good. Pavlovic receiving that. Stanisic passing that to Lima. Lima goes for Upamecano. Upamecano far on to the right backs. Passes it deep enough. Lima has got the run. Oh my goodness. It was a good move. Bayern are making things work for them. And with the numbers counting, they are looking to make it good. Pedro Neto from Chelsea this time, passing back Cucurella. Reece James passing that high up. It is for Gusto. No. It is on the wings. Tactical things looking to be implementing, but who is going to implement that and make it work on for today's game? On the other, oh my God, Liverpool has got 2 goals against the likes of Atletico so far. PSG and Atlanta, if we are looking for that, 1-0 PSG has got it so far. Ajax and Inter, if we are looking for that, it is 0 each. But Liverpool, 2 goals up against at Anfield against Atletico. Diogo Simeone's men are down. Robertson has got a goal. Mohamed Salah has got a goal. My goodness. 2 goals for Liverpool so far in their first match day at Anfield. But it is still goalless over here. Is that a card being given? Jonathan Tah had a tackle. It was a fair tackle. It was a fair tackle from Tah. No cards being shown. No cards being shown. Thank God. It was a fair tackle from Jonathan Tah. Gnabry this time pressing it high up. Cucurella gets a lofted one. It is offside. Flags are raised. Flags are raised anyways. Yes, Tah was there. He was maintaining that. Centre back offside trap. A good move. Manuel Neuer getting that good. He goes in for Stanisic this time. Stanisic clears the ball high enough. Gnabry, will he get that? Yes, he has got the ball. He is up there. Make it. Make it. Luis Diaz is going in. He is speeding up. Will he take a shot? Will he take a shot? He passes that. Harry Kane goes for Gnabry. Gnabry gets a cut in. A shot from Gnabry. Blocked by the blue defense. Black by the blue oil merchant defense. It is a foul coming in. Gave him a red card. Kimmich has been fouled. It is a foul coming in. I think Reece James has fouled Kimmich on the mid page. Now Chelsea are showing their true colors. Look at that. It was Caicedo coming in and getting a straight collision to Kimmich. Kimmich has a fall, but no cards being given to Caicedo for that. But a free kick only coming in. This is a free kick only coming in. This is a free kick coming in. It is so close to the edge of the... No, it is quite far, my boy. Kimmich is going to take that. Will he go for the nets or a header? What is that? It is the referee who has got a block on the pitch. Oh my God, that free kick again wasted. It is being given. Kimmich goes that. It is inside the nets. Come on. Olise has made it. It is the first goal coming in and the free kick not being awarded. The referee got a hindrance into that and it was Kimmich taking that again. Ball being loose and it was sent to the likes of Olise. Olise on the wings, get past Cucurella and gets that into the woodwork so close. It is a goal coming in. It is a goal coming in for Alliance. And Bayern are making that. It was Olise who made that move good. It is a own goal. Caicedo, I guess. It is Caicedo or Chalobah. Who is that? It was a touch from Upamecano or it was from Chalobah. What is that? It is Olise who has made that. It is Olise who has created that own goal coming in for the blue oil money. And 1-0 is the score line, my boys. 1-0 is the score line. Creative playmaking from Olise and getting that Chalobah has got an own goal. But the foul from Caicedo, which was looking happening, it should have been given a card. Caicedo, the tackle which he made to Kimmich, should have been given a card for that. Joao Pedro looking frustrated with that own goal coming in from Trevoh Chalobah. Gnabry this time making it move again. He passes that. Stanisic rolling on, keep on moving, passes to Diaz. Passes on that is getting intercepted. Harry Kane, good interception from him. Presence of mind, good enough. Good offensive awareness. Kane has passed that. Chalobah gets the interception. Expose them, my boys, expose them. I need that exposure to those blue oil merchants. Upamecano, Rota again. Gnabry is playing vital over here, my boys. Gnabry is playing real vital over here. No denying the fact Serge Gnabry is really playing vital over here, but I would like this man to be making more onto the mid page. Gnabry dropping down this time. He is making that sole effort. Look at that. Gnabry is seen everywhere on the page. Upamecano goes in straight. Lima on the wings. Passes back. Olise goes for Kimmich. Position making good. Kimmich again getting that onto the cross. Will he make that? He gets a cross. Out of the pitch, my boy. Out of the pitch. It needs to get exposed, my boy. It needs to get exposed. It needs to get exposed. What a class move from Olise. Again, it was Kimmich who was trying to make that, but somehow he couldn't keep the ball into the pitch. Sanchez getting a goal kick again. Upamecano, nice header deflection. Passing to Lima. Back to Upamecano again. Lima this time. Goes for Olise. Kimmich. Now the mid page is looking good. Kimmich passes back. Upamecano this time. Neuer. One goal down. Will Chelsea press or will they look to be just defending in? Because Maresca, what he was not wanting is that early goal coming in from Bayern, and that has happened so far. And Maresca has brought in 5 to 6 defensive aspects into the team. He was counting the numbers good, but now they are looking to open up with that 1 goal lead. Gnabry, left footer, lofted one to Stanisic. Harry Kane this time. Passes that. Diaz onto the wings. He is cutting in. Make a shot. He passes back. Stanisic back to Kimmich. Pavlovic. The involvement of Pavlovic on the pitch, he is looking a bit subtle at times. Olise this time. Make a cross, my boy. Chip in. Coming in good. Lima inside the box. It is a corner. He's coming in. No corner being given. It was a corner, I guess. Lima was expecting a corner coming in, but no. It is that space where the likes of Chelsea are having their defensive aspects of number 4 toss in. Harry Kane has a move. It is inside the box. A challenge being made, but the referee Sanchez. It is a penalty coming in. It is a penalty coming in, my boy. It is a penalty, I guess. Sanchez has pointed that to a penalty. Is that a penalty going to be coming in or what? Sanchez has pointed that onto the pitch. He has stopped the gameplay. He has stopped the gameplay. It is a talk which is happening. Look at that. It was straight. Harry Kane made a move. It was a straight foul, my boys. It was a straight foul. Caicedo gets a complete block to Harry Kane, and that too inside the box. It is a straight foul inside the box. A penalty is to be deserved. Check it onto the VAR and make it. Check it onto the VAR and make it. It is a complete, yes, it is a penalty which has been given. My predictions was there that a penalty is going to be given. Harry Kane with a penalty, 1 goal now, and now a penalty in favor of Bayern. My goodness, Chelsea, if they concede now with 2 goals, will Enzo Maresca with the defensive reinforcements into the starting lineup, is he going to make substitutions? But the another big question is Harry Kane, the penalty taker. Is he going to net that? Because this season Harry Kane has a miss in the penalties in the Bundesliga. Will he going to be scoring that? Harry Kane, one-on-one penalty against Sanchez. Harry Kane takes a deep inhale. He is taking second time deep inhale. He takes a shot. It is straight into the net. 2-0, my boys. 2-0. Harry Kane. HK009 has netted it. What a big 2-0 in the opening fixture at Alliance Bayern up against the likes of Chelsea, and it was the prediction from my side. But a penalty is being given, and yes, it has been given, because Chelsea, the way they played, they have been tackling really bad, and a penalty we have got. A penalty we have got, and the numbers are looking good, my boy. Harry Kane has done his job. It is the time to get them exposed. It is the time to get them exposed. It was on our predictions that penalty was my prediction. Penalty was my prediction. That was a penalty which was my prediction, and it has happened. But it was also that we are going to get 3 or 4 goals. Is that going to happen? But Chelsea this time with the counter. Cole Palmer has that. He is up there. He is moving it. He passes that. Reece James. Cole Palmer gets it into the nets. Chelsea has scored. My God. Cole Palmer has scored. Cole Palmer has scored. It was a move coming in, and Chelsea has got a goal. Enzo Maresca on the sidelines looking furious. 2-1 is the scoreline. Cole Palmer has scored. Look at that. Olise had a fall. It was the game where it started. Kimmich getting that tackle. But it was Sanchez, the referee, who asked for the gameplay to continue on. I think the Bayern players were not ready for this. They were expecting some sort of a card for being given to Olise for that tackle. Is that a fair play? Because Chelsea has scored. Cole Palmer has scored. Oh my goodness. 2-1 is the scoreline again. My God. A yellow card for Enzo Maresca now. A yellow card coming in for Enzo Maresca now. One of the Chelsea man, Joao Pedro, is down. Joao Pedro is down. Jonathan Tah now getting a yellow card for that tackle. What is that cooking up, my boy? 2-1 now is the scoreline. It is a yellow card for Enzo Maresca. It is a yellow card for Jonathan Tah. But what is this cooking on over here? The game is still on, my boys. The game is still on. 30 minutes now. Scoreline 2-1. Half an hour of the play and the scoreline now is 2-1. On the other hand, Liverpool Atletico, it is 2-0. PSG Atlanta is 1-0. Ajax and Inter, it is goalless so far. Look at that. Caicedo is the man. He has got that tackle. There is a collision between Jonathan Tah and Joao Pedro on that counter, but a yellow card being given to Tah for that. Chelsea are looking to shift the pitch on to the left part and just going in high up. Jonathan Tah gets that clearance good. A throw coming in now in favor of Bayern. 32 minutes on the watch. Tah is now on a yellow card. Tah is now on a yellow card. So far in this game, Tah has got a yellow card, but no cards yet being shown for Chelsea players. No cards being shown for Chelsea players. Chalobah has given away a penalty, but no cards was given to him. That is the big question. That is the big question. It is Palmer again, Cole Palmer. He's trying to get inside the box. Pavlovic gets that clearance good. He goes in high up. Olise this time. Olise running it high up. He is pushing. Cucurella has a fall. It is Cucurella who has been pushed onto the pitch badly by Olise. My God. Is up there. He is up against Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro has got the clearance. Blocked by Olise. Joao Pedro and Olise had a collision. Joao Pedro is somewhat, I don't know why, is trying to just cascade on the pitch and getting hit to the players. It is looking really bad from Joao Pedro. What he is expecting. He ran straight into Olise. Joao Pedro is looking frustrated. Now this time, Pedro Neto up against the likes of Lama. Neto is trying to get inside the box. He's trying to take a shot. No, he passes that. Oh my God, Caicedo, what a poor shot. Caicedo takes such a poor shot. The heat is coming on high, my boys. Anything can happen. The heat is coming in high. Pavlovic this time goes in back. Stanisic. 2-1 is the score line at home. Goes for Pavlovic. Upamecano this time. Lama. On the mid pitch, that is what I am saying. It is the hard work which man has to do. Because Chelsea are looking to make that. Pedro Neto is there high up. Again this time, Olise and Pedro Neto, the fight is looking happening. The fight is looking happening on that part of the pitch. But Luis Diaz, man, have to get Luis Diaz involved. Kimmich this time goes in for Pavlovic. Diaz back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic goes in for the far wings. No, block. Neto gets a poor touch straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. Lama is getting a run. He goes in for Gnabry, but block coming in on the mid page. man, there's a fight which is looking happening on the pitch. The players are just getting those attacks straight on. Cole Palmer goes in, a shot coming in. Upamecano has got that block. Pedro Neto this time, he goes in for a shot. Block coming in. No threat for Manuel Neuer. It is on the wings where Bayern has to stop that, and especially from the mid page, Gnabry has to come a bit deep down. If Harry Kane is dropping deep, Gnabry has to rush in high. But it is Kimmich on the mid page where Bayern has to give that free space. But Kimmich is not getting that free space. Truly speaking, Kimmich is not getting that free space on the mid page. It is now Gnabry coming in. Upamecano going on to the wings. He passes that. Gnabry this time. Gnabry is having that mentality. He is doing the hard job. Everywhere on the pitch. Dropping down. Passing to Upamecano. Stanisic. Diaz. He has got a good move. That is. Stanisic gets that ball rolling. Harry Kane takes a touch. He passes that. Olise this time. Will he get a shot? Will he get a shot? No. He is having the possession. Passes back to Kimmich. Olise again. Olise is now seen making those moves. But Diaz and the likes of Harry Kane, they have to move a bit wide. Kimmich going back. Upamecano. Ta. Passes happening. Back to Ta again. Pavlovic. Stanisic. Gnabry. Passes looking good. Ta again. Goes for Kane. Kane goes in for Olise on the wings. He gets that. Lima get a shot. Get a shot. A left shot from Lima. It was inside the box. A big chance, I would say. It was a big chance for Lima. It was a big chance. Lima should have get this conversion good. It is Harry Kane who has sensed the space for Olise. He made that a pass for Olise, and Olise crafted that so good for Lima. It was a big chance which Konrad Lima could have converted. He was one-on-one up against Sanchez, but he couldn't keep the ball into the nets. It is the hard work which he is doing, but unfortunately Lima couldn't get that. Chelsea are trying to create that space on their right wings for Palmer all the times. They are trying to make it wide, then they are trying to make it onto the wings. Palmer again, now this time going for Pedro Neto. 2-1. Lima has got the block, he passes it. Gnabry this time going for Olise. Olise has got a move, passing to Gnabry again. Gnabry back passes to Lima. This time Olise is on the space. He's running it. Pass it to Diaz. Yes, Diaz has got the ball. Make a shot. Make a shot. Make a shot. He goes for Pavlovic. Deep. He goes for Pavlovic deep. I need Luis Diaz to make a shot on target. It is Gnabry making a curl. Luis Diaz inside the box. It is a straight foul. Gusto has got a foul. It is a foul inside the box to Luis Diaz. Look at that. What a crafted pass it was. Gnabry taking that. Luis Diaz has a fall, I guess. Was that a touch coming in? Gnabry is making that move good. Gnabry is making that good. I need a shot coming in from Diaz. Pavlovic again, going for Kimmich. Back to Ta. Now Bayern on the progression, high up on the pitch. Upamecano goes for Olise. Olise has found Harry Kane. Make a shot. Harry Kane takes a shot. Oof. Olise has found the space again. It is a block. It is a block coming in. It is a block coming in. Number 4, Tosin gets that block. Harry Kane again was there. It was a shot from him to be taken straight into the nets, but block coming in from Tosin, but at the expense of a corner. Corner that is now. I'm going to take that. Who is that? Kimmich or Olise? 40 minutes on the watch. A goal now will get more fresh space to be taking. Kimmich takes that to the. No, not a good cross from Kimmich. Manuel Neuer so high up, passing that. Kimmich again with his left footer goes for Diaz. Will he get that? No. Gusto is there. Gusto is definitely under pressure. Gusto is definitely under pressure. Pressure is being felt by Gusto. Pressure definitely being felt by Gusto. Again a corner coming in. Kimmich this time. But this time from the left part of the pitch. Olise is there. Will he go for a header? Kimmich takes that. A perfect cross. Deflection coming in from Sanchez. Olise has taken a deflection shot. Misses. It was a rebound from Olise coming in. He takes a shot. It was a grounded one. Hit dipping into it. He went to the far post. Sanchez was there for the jump, but the ball was nowhere near the woodwork. Chelsea are now trying to clear the ball. It is Tar and the likes of Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro is consistently pressing it from the sides of Tar. Again, dropping down, passing that to Stanisic again. Tar this time. Pavlovic. Back to Kimmich. Make that wing passes. Yes, now he is going for Lise. It is the space where Chelsea are trying to find consistently from the likes of Palmer and from the likes of Pedro Neto. But Joao Pedro, he is being totally, completely shut down by the defensive aspects of Ta and Upamecano. But Ta have to be careful because he's already on a yellow card. Ta goes for Upamecano this time. It is Luis Diaz making those moves. Make it. Yes, he has got it. Passes it to Gnabry. Goes for Lise. Lise will he make a cross with his right footer. Block from Cucurella. But another corner coming in. Talking in the set piece. Look at that. Bayern has all in all taken 2 corners. It is their third corner which is going to be coming in. But 2 big chances Bayern were having from Limo and Harry Kane. Clinical finishing was needed. A third goal now, 44 minutes. Olise takes that corner. Sanchez again gets a deflection. It is Gnabry who is going to take that corner again. Gnabry is going to take that set piece. No. Passes it on to Kimmich to take that corner. 44 minutes 30 seconds. Just on the edge of the first half, on the closure of the first half, if Bayern are going to get their third goal, it would be a big one. Kimmich takes that to the far post. Upamecano heads it. He tries to keep that to the far post, but no. Kimmich passes that back deep to Lima. Gnabry dropping down. Goes for Kimmich. This time, Luis Diaz. Come on, Lucho, make that cross. He goes in. It is inside the nets. Ta was there for the header, but he wanted to pass it to Kane. 45 minutes are up of the first half. 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes of added time for the first half. Will Chelsea get one more goal before the end of the first half? Let me put that question now. We were having that question that who is going to score first. It is Bayern who has got that. Now the next question is, what are the subs needed in second half? What are the subs needed in second half? Or whether we put that question that who was the best player in first half so far? Who was the best player in the first half so far? Let us put that question. So there is another question which has been put on the chat, that who was the best player in the first half so far? Gnabry goes in, Pavlovic, Diaz on the edge of the box, passes that, Stanisic, Lama goes on, Olise has the ball on the edge of the box, will he take a shot? A corner again, narrow spaces for Olise, you have to make it wide, my boy, make it wide. It was 17 million Olise who came in from Crystal Palace to Bayern Munich, but now he is worth more than 100 million. Bayern has made him a top world-class player. It is a corner going to be taken. 2 minutes of the added time are up. Olise takes that. Sanchez nets it good. Sanchez gets it good. Half-time whistle has been blown and here comes the end. 2 goals coming in for Bayern. A penalty and an own goal from Chelsea. But Chelsea has been really rusty. But at the Alliance, they have performed well. At the Alliance, Chelsea has definitely performed well. No denying the fact. But we have that question on to our chat, that who was the best player in the first half so far, talking about both the teams. We will be having the analysis of this first half, but before that, let us show what has actually happened between Liverpool. Oh my god, Atletico has scored 1. 2-1 is the score line. Liverpool 2, Atletico 1. 2 goals from Robertson, Mo Salah so early in the 4th and the 6th minute. Look at that, the goals which has happened. Robertson got that. Liverpool got 2 goals, 4 minutes and the 6th minute. Mo Salah got that. Robertson got that. Great one. Liverpool making that good. Cards being shown in this game. Look at that. Lee Normat from Atletico gets a yellow card. It was a penalty decision. A penalty was given to Liverpool, but a no penalty was given. And late on the verge of the added time in the first half, it is a goal coming in. Marcus Llorente for Atletico gets 2-1 is the score line. My goodness, 2-1 the score line for Liverpool and Atletico at Anfield, and 2-1 is the score line. Bayern at Chelsea at the Allianz Arena. PSG and Atlanta, my goodness, 2-0. 2-0 is the score line. Will Atlanta make anything good out of this? El Juric is the man. Will he make Atlanta good? Ajax and Inter, my goodness, at the Johan Cruyff Arena, Inter has scored their first goal. That is what the storyline is. Inter 1, Ajax 0, PSG 2, Atlanta 0, Liverpool 2, Atletico 1, and it is Bayern 2, Chelsea 1. I will just take a short 1-minute break and I will be back. We will have the first half analysis, but we have that poll which has been pinned onto the chat, that which team wins tonight in the UCL opener. Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid. 4 options are there. Give your votes onto that. And we have also that question which has been pinned, that who was the best player in the first half so far. Give your answers to those questions, give your votes to that poll. I will just take a short 1 minute break and I will be back. My goodness, 2-1. 2-1, my boys, 2-1. Oh my god, what a heart-throbbing match it is looking. Tired of spaces, tired of everything. Both the teams, Chelsea and Bayern, they have been really playing real good. Chelsea have been blocking everything from the mid-pitch. That is what our expectations were, that they will be doing that. And Enzo Maresca not giving any spaces to the Bayern mid-pitch. That is where the things are looking happening. In the mid space, no, nothing is there which is looking, and Gnabry and Kane dropping deep down, and best progresses are being making, but there are few options on the mid pitch. It is on the wings. A red card for tackles needed to overcome the midfield. That is what is needed. A red card for tackles needed to overcome in the midfield. That is what Bayern would be expecting. That is what the thing is. Because it is Reece James on the mid pitch who is blocking that. But will that be the story? Will that be the story? And The first half, I would say, definitely it was a story where everyone would be looking to explore that what was the story of the first half so far. But definitely over here, it is Man and Chelsea. Mikel Olise has been really a good player so far in this game. And those of you who are watching, there is also that question that who was the best player in the first half? Are there any substitutions needed? Are there any substitutions needed? We will move on to the stats of the first half. Look at that. In the lineups of both the teams, I would say for Bayern and Chelsea, the player who was the best so far, it will be this man. The players so far, I think Harry Kane has got a goal, but he is dropping deep. He is making that job good. Gnabry is dropping top. He is making that job good. But the space is where which is needed is that asking Gusto and Cucurella to come up, and on the aspects, Pavlovic and Kimmich, or from the likes of Lama or Stanisic, one of them have to move higher up when Gusto and the likes of Cucurella are dropping deep. But it is Luis Diaz on that part of the pitch. He is contributing to that good. But on the stats, look at that. It is the mid space where things are looking clumsy. The red dots are for the players who are for Bayern, and the blue dots are for the Chelsea players. But look at that, 9 shots. Bayern has taken 1 on target. There were 2 big chances. Lima got that. It is the likes of Harry Kane who got that, but couldn't convert. 1 big chance being missed. But tackles from Caicedo and the likes of Chalobah are a bit rusty, and if there is a red card going to happen, it would be a bad one for Chelsea. But Jonathan Tah is also on a yellow card. Bayern needs to be making that counter good. Off target shots, 5. Bayern have been really reckless in taking those long range shots. That is what the reason is. They are not trying to penetrate it into the box of Chelsea good enough. Goal expectancy, XG, Bayern are close to 1, but Chelsea are on a half. Open play is where Chelsea is having that 0.45. That is where the thing is, concern is. But in the set pieces, nothing looking cropping up. Nothing looking cropping up. All total 285 passes for Bayern, 142 for Chelsea. But Chelsea in the second half would definitely be looking to make that open play more into this. Is there any need of substitutions? Are there any need of substitutions? Will the likes of Tom Bishop or Goretzka on the mid pitch will be called? Pavlovic, will that man be sacrificed for Bayern? Will Bayern sacrifice Pavlovic and bring in Goretzka, or Vincent Company, will he keep the aspects of Pavlovic rolling up to those 65 minutes and bring on those substitutions? And on the other hand, Stanisic, Diaz will be there. Tah is on a yellow card. Will Kim Min Jae be called in after those 75 to 80 minutes, or Tah will be asked to get those balls rolling? Because Tah is already on a yellow card. On the right backs, Lima is there. Pedro Neto is the man, and Cucurella, but Olise is empowering on that part of the pitch. But it is that overlapping run from Lima and the likes of Stanisic where man has to make that critical. The miss will lead Chelsea to an open play straight into the wings. But why is Manuel Neuer not moving it high up onto the box to safeguard that? Whereas Tah and Upamecano will need to get that. But against the likes of Joao Pedro, Tah and Upamecano have been really decent. Against the likes of Tah and Upamecano, Joao Pedro has been really poor, but he's trying it hard. He's trying it hard. Enzo Fernandez making that good. It is the speed of Enzo Fernandez and James on the mid page where Pavlovic Kimmich are looking bit subtle. Speed is what is needed on the mid page. Or the passes needs to be making from Pavlovic. Harry Kane when dropping down, Gnabry needs to shoot in high up. Thus Gnabry dropping down deep is a good symptom, but when Harry Kane is dropping in, Gnabry has to move that high up. But against Chalobah and Tosin is the man who is there, 27 years of age, English man on the centre backs of Chelsea. One season he has been there, but can Bayern exploit the likes of Chalobah and Tosin once more to get their third goal? It will be a bit relaxation. But I need those opening spaces from Luis Diaz against the likes of Gusto. Gusto and Luis Diaz needs to be more because Gusto is having that awareness of Luis Diaz. He is not giving those spaces to Diaz, but Diaz has to exploit on that part of the pitch against Gusto. But Olise against Cucurella has been really decent. And Lima and Pedro Neto has been on the equal levels fighting with each other. And Stanisic and Palmer is where the concern is if Stanisic is moving high up. That is what man has to press it high to keep Palmer deep down the pitch. That is what the story has in the first half so far. But are there any substitutions coming in? Will Vincent Company bring in the likes of Goretzka to be seen? Because the stats have been really not that good enough. Position is there for Bayern at home, but the spaces on the mid page is where the things are really lacking. The spaces on the mid page is there where the things are lacking. The second half is about to begin. Yes, Kim Min Jae is going to come, my boys. Definitely it will be Ta who will be sacrificed because he's already on a yellow card. And now it is seen that Kim Min Jae is coming onto the page. Kim Min Jae is now seen coming onto the page. Big decision from Vincent Company, dropping the likes of Jonathan Tah because already he has got a yellow card, and that is what Chelsea were looking to expect to be happening. And now it is Kim Min Jae who has come onto the page. Vincent Company talking to Pavlovic and Stanisic. It is Kim Min Jae who is going to be coming in. My goodness. Get those tackles good, my boy. Get those tackles. Who got a yellow card, and it is the job which has been done. And Ta got that yellow card because Joao Pedro was the man who got that tackle. And now it is Kim Min Jae who has come up onto the page. Kim Min Jae replacing Jonathan Tah. That is the story in the second half. Much of the things are dependent on Kim Min Jae now to be good enough on the defensive aspect. At least Vincent Company is having that option. The second half is now on. Chelsea with the possession, passing the ball back to Sanchez. Sanchez goes in. It is a long high ball. On the wings, Neto passes that to Cucurella. Chalobah back to James. Caicedo this time. Back to Chalobah again. Chalobah on the wings. Gusto. Back to Chalobah. Look at that. Chelsea are looking to spread the pitch. Chelsea are looking to spread the pitch wide on. It is on the mid pitch I'm talking. Caicedo is passing that. He has got that. It is for Gusto again. Diaz is there, but he is onside. But the flags are now raised. Thank God. Look at that. Good move from Luis Diaz. Good move from Luis Diaz. But now it is Kim Min Jae who has been called on to the pitch in the second half. That is the substitution which has happened. PSG Atlanta 2-0 is the score line going on. Ajax Inter 1-0. Liverpool Atletico 2-0 is the score line going on. Bayern Chelsea, the second half has kicked off. And a substitution Vincent Company making. That is what the significant thing is. Gnabry gets that good touch. Passes that to Kimmich. Upamecano now. He goes for Lise. It is Chelsea players who are trying to empower the pitch. Olise passes back. Upamecano goes for Neuer. Neuer passes that good enough. Pavlovic goes in high for the wings. It is a cross coming in, a tackle coming in to Stanisic. It has been passed. Luis Diaz has the ball. Will he get it passed? No. Referee has stopped the gameplay. Stanisic is down on the pitch. It is a worry for Vincent Company. It is a worry for Vincent Company. Stanisic needs a substitution. Stanisic is down on the pitch. Worry that is. It is a worry for Vincent Company on the left backs. Whom is he going to bring in? Will he bring in Goretzka or will he bring in the likes of Tom Bishop? No options. If Stanisic is not being able to continue, then Vincent Company will have to make a bold decision. Stanisic is okay and he will continue. Stanisic is okay. He is back on his foot and he will continue. Chelsea now with the possession. Passing that, Joao Pedro on the mid-pitch. Kimmich and Gnabry. Gnabry is dropping deep again. Stanisic gets that interception. Gnabry has got a missed pass. Reece James now with the possession. But look at the far wings where things are not looking good. And Chelsea are looking to just get that. Kim Min-jae this time. Good tackle enough. Luis Diaz has won that. He is moving it. A tackle from the likes of Gusto. Diaz is trying to just get past but getting outnumbered, not passing the ball. Sanchez has got a goal kick. Goes in for Gusto. Ball is off the pitch. Stanisic has again fallen on the pitch. It is a dead ball situation for Vincent Company if Stanisic is not going to be fit enough. Why is the change which he is not making? Make that change. Stanisic is not even being able to stand on his feet. Oh my goodness. Vincent Company has to make that substitution quick enough. Stanisic is not being able to just stand on his feet. Oh my goodness, Sacha Boey is coming onto the pitch. This is the worry I was having, and now it is Sacha Boey coming onto the pitch. My goodness. Alphonso Davies not being present. He is on an injury. And now Stanisic also getting injured and moving off the pitch. Stanisic is out on the pitch. 50th minute on the watch. Big worry now. It is Sacha Boey coming in. Whew. Big worries. Big worries. Sacha Boey now moving into the right backs. And Lammer moving on to the left backs. Sacha Boey up against the likes of Pedro Neto, and it is now Lammer who will be facing that high up against the likes of Palmer. The equation has changed. On the sweeper backs, the equation has changed. Stanisic is out, Boey is in, and the two sweeper backs of Bayern have changed their position. with the arrival of Sacha Boey. Sacha Boey 1-on-1 up against Pedro Neto. He is inside the box. Neto passes that. It is Reece James taking a shot. No worries for Manuel Neuer. Sacha Boey on the right backs. It will be a situation worrying for Vincent Kompany. Sacha Boey has to prove his worth. He is staying at Bayern. Two defensive changes from the starting lineup Vincent Kompany has to make. It is Ta who is out. It is Stanisic who is out. Big worries, big worries. It is Kim Min-jae and Sacha Boey, two centre backs who haven't had those enough play time. Now on there, look at that. It is again Chelsea now targeting on that part of the pitch where Sacha Boey is there. Boey up against the likes of Neto. Make that speed count, my boy. Make that speed. Get that empowered. Get that confidence. Passing it. Upamecano gets the clearance. Good. 53 minutes on the watch. Sacha Boey on the right backs is definitely a big concern. Look at the numbers counting in the second half. Luis Diaz getting that interception goal. Recovery coming in. Kimmich on the mid page. Passes to Olise. Olise changing that. Passing it high up for Harry Kane. No. Not good enough this time. It is Kimmich on the mid page. He needs to be moving bit high up. Palmer this time. He is up against Gnabry. He tries to make a curler. Pavlovic gets that a pass. Upamecano. Olise. Sacha Boey, good clearance from Pedro Neto. Sacha Boey is showing some confidence, my boy. He is making it good against Pedro Neto. Boey is up. Olise. Came passing that. Pavlovic. Min-jae clearing that ball good enough. On the mid pitch, what I am saying time and again is where Bayern has to be worried. Gnabry pressing it. No, denied. Pavlovic has a fall on the mid pitch. My goodness. Pavlovic is also getting injured or what? Diaz has found that space. It is Kimmich now moving in. Make that composed. Make that composed, my boy. He passes it. Harry Kane gets the ball. It is to Luis Diaz. Inside the box, Luis Diaz takes a shot. It wasn't clinical enough, my boy. You have to capitalize these moments. You have to capitalize these moments. 2-1 scoreline for Liverpool and Atletico as well. 3-0 PSG thumping Atlanta at home. PSG 3-0 Atlanta are being crushed. Ajax are being crushed into 2-0. My God. But over here it is 2-1, the storyline. "56 minutes now on the watch. Chelsea are looking desperate to get some sort of an opening. They are trying to overpower the mid pitch, but nothing are they looking to be coming into the box of Bayern. That is what they are not being able to do. And Bayern are inviting them time and again. But on the mid pitch is definitely, I think, Pavlovic now is getting out of his gas. One-on-one marking from Pavlovic, good enough. Lima gets that tackle good. Kimmich gets the clearance at the right spot. Passing back to Neuer. Make that third goal, my boy. Make that third goal. You will get that fresh breath of space to be enjoying. Lima goes for Diaz. Back to Lima. Lima has got the clearance. Move it, move it, move it, move it. Move up, move up. Take a shot. Harry Kane inside the box. Takes a shot. Sanchez. Harry Kane, my boy. Harry Kane. It was a good save. Was that a good save, or Harry Kane wasn't that clinical enough? That is what I'm saying. It is Diaz who has to block it. It is Olise who has to block it. And either the likes of Sacha Boy or Lima has to make that press. But this time, Harry Kane, Lima took his time not getting that shot. He passes it to Harry Kane, but it was to his wrong foot, left footer. If that pass could have been to the right footers of Harry Kane, it could have been a different story. Sanchez got that block, but at the expense of a corner incoming. That is, at the expense of a corner incoming. Image takes that quick enough. Olise this time, taking that cross to the far wings. Sacha Boey on the deflection, moving back, passes that to Neuer. Neuer again goes for Upamecano this time. Upamecano, no. Ball is off the pitch. High expectations from Manuel Neuer for Upamecano to be making that run onto the wings. That was a high expectation from Manuel Neuer. 58 minutes. 2-1 still is the score line. A throw now coming in for Bayern. Sacha Boey. Whom is he going to give that? It is the numbers counting on the pitch. Every time the numbers counting on the pitch. Enzo Maresca already looking to bring in some changes. He is talking and looking to be making some changes. Kim Min-jae going for Upamecano. Back passes. He goes for Boey. Back to Min-jae. Upamecano again. Passes back. Kim. Kim wants to stay at that full center back. Now he goes for Kimmich. Lima. Lima goes for Pavlovic. Back to Neuer. Upamecano this time. Progress looking good. Sacha Boey high up. Gets the ball rolling. That is what I'm saying. Olise has got the ball. Pass that. Yes, he has got that to Kane. Kane goes for Boey. Boey gets that to Kane again. Kane gets that. It is Olise. Takes a shot. It was a big chance, my boy. It was a big chance. Olise gets that, but he takes that shot straight to. Olise takes that shot, but it was straight to Sanchez. A bit of placement. It was a save good enough from Sanchez, but that shot from Olise could have been a bit more clinical. A big save from Sanchez. That is what I'm saying. If you have to get that third goal, you have to work that way, my boy. Kim Min-jae doing that job good. Upamecano on the press. Kimmich now up against the likes of Caicedo. Chelsea are passing their ball back. On the wings, it is Gusto getting it. And Neuer is there good enough. Passes that to Kimmich. Now Bayern are having their possession and Chelsea short of gas in their legs. Now not getting the mid-page good enough covered. It is the short and the dried gas of Chelsea foot which is making the mid-page look good. Now Bayern are exploiting the mid-page. Now Bayern are exploiting the mid-page. Kimmich this time comfortable enough, passing it to Kim. Lima, Diaz. It is Harry Kane available. No, passing that to Kimmich. Kimmich goes on. Pavlovic goes for Gnabry on the right wings. Olise, will he take a call? No, Diaz. Boy again winning that inside the box. Boy goes in for a cross. Boy is finding those spaces. It is Lima who has won that against Pavlovic. It is Lima who has won that again. Palmer. Harry Kane passes that to Kimmich. I think Bayern are going to get their third goal. The progress of the passes, Bayern are going to get their third goal. Kimmich gets that to Olise. Olise has that. Pavlovic inside the box. Whom is he going to make it? He goes for Olise again. The shot of gas for the Chelsea legs are showing that they are not being able to cover up the pitch. Boy is there playing it good. Pavlovic again. The flags were raised anyways. Boy was offside. Boy is making those moves good, but he has to be careful when the crosses from Chelsea on the wings. I'm going to make that. Still 2-1 is the score line. It is a shot coming in. Harry Kane has netted that. 3-1, I was saying it. It was the shot of gas from Chelsea mid-pitch. It was looking and it was getting exploited, especially after those 55th minute, because Chelsea were out of gas and they were not having those moments on their legs. 3-1 is the scoreline, my boys, and Harry Kane has netted that. Big finish. Look at that build-up. It was Sanchez passing that. It was Gusto who just led a missed pass and Harry Kane receiving it, and he nets that. It is a class HK009. Perfect offensive awareness, perfect shot placement, and this time Sanchez, who was just making those saves simply from the center of the nets, but Harry Kane this time places that to the far post and he nets that. 3-1, my boy, 3-1. My prediction was 5-1. But now it is 3-1. It is a shot of gas in the foot of Chelsea players. And Harry Kane, 2 goals in 1 match. It is Kylian Mbappe who has got 2 goals. It is the likes of Harry Kane now who has got 2 goals. But yes, now Pavlovic being called off the pitch and Goretzka is the man coming in. That is what my expectations was much early, but Vincent Company has made that. 3-1 is the scoring line at the Alliance. Will more goals be coming in? Now we will be ending that question, that who was the best player, and putting it another question, that what will be the final score? That is the next question which has been put on the chat. What will be the final score? Gusto, my boy, you are not a left wing. You have to stay on the left backs. Gusto was trying to empower much high up on the wings, and that is why the pass has led to that. Oh my god, little boy Garnacho is now seen coming in. Enzo Maresca looking to make changes. Chelsea are now looking hopeless. Chelsea are now really looking hopeless and out of form. They are dried up of their gas. No pedal they can accelerate because they have wasted all the energy and they are all dried up. Upamecano going to Minje Kim. Don't make those rusty passes, my boy. Manuel Neuer, Upamecano again. Make that pass. You are a center back and still you are making that high up. Make that pass, my boy. Make that pass. Take your time. 66 minutes on the watch. 3-1. 3-1 is the score line. Goretzka looking steady and confident on the pitch. Passes that. Upamecano, Kimmich. Now the spaces are looking happening. Luis Diaz getting a pass from Kimmich. No, pressing it. Harry Kane takes his time. Passes that good enough. It is Minje Kim with his speed. It is Minje Kim with his speed. Decent job so far from Min Jae Kim. I'm being not a big fan of this man Min Jae Kim, but he is doing a decent job. Gnabry passes that Kane over Meccano. Meccano goes for Boe. Boe is showing a steady move over here. Gnabry waits for Boe. Bayern are now manipulating the space. Bayern are now manipulating everything. Olise this time winning it up against Cucurella, passing that to Gnabry. Bayern are mocking the mid pitch. Bayern are now making a mockery of Chelsea's mid pitch. Goretzka this time moving it high up, passes that. Diaz inside the box he goes. Make a cross. He passes that. Goretzka goes for Boe. Olise gets across into the box. No. Olise took a chance again. It was to the far post. But bit wide, my boy. Bit wide it is. I want a goal from Olise and one from Luis Diaz. But what will be the thing after 75 minutes? Will Vincent Company make those changes of Leonard Carl? When the likes of Nicholas Jackson, I'm waiting for Nicholas Jackson to come onto the pitch, my boy. I'm waiting for Nicholas Jackson to come onto the pitch. I'm waiting for Nicholas Jackson to come onto the pitch. I'm waiting for Nicholas Jackson to come onto the pitch, my boy. Waiting for Nicholas Jackson to come onto the pitch. Mia San Mia. I'm waiting for Nicholas Jackson to be coming onto the pitch, my boy, and those of you who are waiting for Nicholas Jackson to be coming onto the pitch, do raise your hands. Do raise your hands, my boy. Do raise your hands. Sacha Boy passing that to Olise. Look at that. The dried up legs of Chelsea mid-page now showing. Goretzka showing a good composure. Lama has tried for a deflection, but Lama will get that. Lama passes that back. Min Jae Kim. What a class. In the second half, I think all the possession is now with Bayern. Second half, the possession is now coming up straight for Bayern. Look at that. Let us refresh the screen over here. 67, 64% for Bayern so far. 36%. But especially after those 55 minutes, Bayern has simply changed the gameplay. Liverpool and Atletico Madrid 2-1. PSG and Atlanta it is 3-0. Inter and Ajax it is 2-0. That is what the storyline is. But I want Nicholas Jackson. Oh my god, Luis Diaz inside the box goes in. He takes a shot. Block. It is Chelsea who are losing everything on the pitch now. Chelsea legs are completely dried up. They are not even trying to make anything. It is now Garnacho. He passes that. Joao Pedro. Gnabry is there. Drop down, my boys. Drop down. Drop. Gnabry dropping down and making those defensive approaches is doing a hard and good job. Gnabry is doing a tremendous job for today's game. Big move. Palmer goes in to the far post. Kimmich gets that clearance. Olise has got that. Keep the position of the ball, my boy. Pass it to Diaz. He is there on the free space. Let the runs be made by those who are having those energies, because now pressing it high up would lead to conceding. No need of that, my boy. Minje Kim goes for Kimmich. I need Nicholas Jackson to come on. I need Nicholas Jackson to come onto the pitch. Kim Minje going for Kimmich. Back to Neuer. Neuer again finding the likes of Lammer. Lammer, Gnabry doing a tremendous job. Lammer, Gnabry really doing a tremendous job. Gnabry really has been the new form which he has found this season. Sirs, Gnabry, Chef is cooking, my boy. Chef is really cooking. I'm proud of you, my boy, Chef, Sirs Gnabry. You are really making me proud. The regaining of form which you have got, you stayed with the team, you are fighting with it, and you are doing everything. It is a great one. Gusto has a fall on the pitch and he wants Luis Diaz to get a card, but the referee Sanchez says no, get up, my boy. But he has won a free kick for that. Oh, yes, Luis Diaz has accidentally stepped onto Gusto's leg. Gusto has helped conceding a goal. It is those own goals which have come in. It is Chaloba who has got an own goal. It is Gusto who has conceded. Those mispass which he has done. Look at that. Harry Kane converting that opportunity, but it was that move from Serge Gnabry where he made that tackle. He was good enough. And Serge Gnabry dropping down and pressing Gusto over there. Gusto was left with his face down to the ground. Gusto was left with his face down to the ground. My goodness, what a good move it is. But now a free kick. It is for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez, poor cross. Luis Diaz gets that block from the first ball itself. I want my boy Nicholas Jackson to come on. I want my boy Nicholas Jackson and Leonard Carl to come in. Look at that. Harry Kane getting a tackle, that is. Chalobah has a fall, but a foul being given, no card shown. Lammer doing a tremendous job. Lammer so far in this game has done a tremendous job. I'm worrying whether he will be not out of his gas up to those 90 minutes, but he is always filled with those energies. But this game, what Maresca is playing, such type of games can be good for Sacha Boy, where he is pressing it high up. But is he going to be making that big? Mia San Mia, my boys. Mia San Mia. We are rolling it high up. Bavaria wants Jackson. Nias and Mia. Bayern Munich, Bavaria wants Jackson to come in. That is what we want, my boy. I want Jackson to come in right now onto the pitch. What will be the final scoreline is the question which has been pinned onto the chat, and as well as there is that poll which has been pinned onto the chat, that who is going to be winning that. Give your votes onto that, guys. Give your votes. 3-1 in the scoreline, and Chelsea players now just falling onto the pitch and they are out of gas, out of gas. 3-1 is the scoreline over here. Liverpool and Atletico 2-1 is the scoreline. Bayern has really empowered this game. PSG 3, Atlanta 0. Ajax 0, Inter 2. I want my boy Nicholas Jackson and Lennart Karl. Make that presence, my boy. What is that? Chalobah is looking injured. 78 minutes on the watch. A free kick now. Sanchez going to take that. Long one that is. He's going for Joao Pedro. No. Lama getting that. Diaz this time on the run. Passes to Harry Kane. It is that usual formation now. Bayern rolling in to be making those sweeper back moves. Police finds that, but it was Sacha Boy who already made that run. Garnacho is getting that free space. Garnacho is getting that free space. It would be concerning. But Bayern has really empowered. Olise, what a class touch to Boy. Boy inside the box, but he is fresh. Boy is fresh to make any moves. Sacha Boy is really fresh to make any moves. Why is Nicholas Jackson not coming onto the page? That is what I am waiting for in this game. Why is Nicholas Jackson not coming onto the page? Harry Kane, 6 games, 10 goals, 3 assists. My goodness, his stats are just doubling in numbers. His stats are really just doubling in numbers. "80 minutes now on the watch. When will Nicholas Jackson come in? When will Nicholas Jackson coming in to the pitch? I'm waiting for it, my boy. Make that move." So that is. But now Chelsea looking to make some substitution. It is Estevao, their player, who is now coming in. Estevao was supposed to be in the injury list, but now Enzo Maresca is bringing those attacking reinforcements. It is Garnacho where the substitution which he has got. Santos is there, a midfielder coming in for James. Garnacho has come in, Pedro Neto is out. And now it is Estevao coming in and Fernandez being replaced. Look at the lineups. The substitutions which Maresca has got: Santos on the mid page, Garnacho, and now it is Estevao coming in. But Jamie Gittens not given that opportunity. Enzo Maresca doesn't believe in Jamie Gittens, but rather believing in Estevao. Fernandes is out. Estevao is in. It is the press now looking. Chelsea out of gas. 82nd minute. Upamecano has the ball. Passes back. Manuel Neuer. Neuer goes for Lima. Back to Minje Kim. Is Neuer again. Bayern are now humiliating Chelsea with their possession and passes. Bayern are now humiliating Chelsea with their possession and passes. Kim Min-jae getting a good interception. Goretzka goes for Lama. Every time this man, Lama, is filled with so much of energy. No Jamal Musiala, no Alphonso Davies, and Bayern are 3-1 up. What will be the final scoreline? And will we be able to see Nicholas Jackson? Will we be able to see Nicholas Jackson? Lamo has got that. Kane with that deflection, passing back to Min. Min-jae Kim is so far looking good enough. Upamecano getting to Olise. Olise trying to find Sacha Boy but block. First time touch was where Olise was trying to find. Now it is Sanchez trying to find Gusto. My goodness. Gusto is a wing. Gusto is a winger. My goodness. When was that thing happened? To be saying straight about Enzo Maresca, he is expecting much from his players. He is expecting much from his players. He is not getting the involvement. Neither Pedro Neto got involved, neither the likes of Joao Pedro. But he is expecting Gusto to make those moves. Luis Diaz, he has got the ball inside the box, goes, he takes a shot. It is It was offside. It was offside. The flags were raised. Look at that. It was a foul from Cucurella first. Cucurella just tackled Olise bad. But Luis Diaz couldn't find that it was Gnabry who was there. Oh my God. Luis Diaz is down on the pitch. Don't get rusty, my boys. Don't get rusty. Injury moments are not to be proud of. Injury moments are not to be proud of. Police are getting a yellow card. This Cucurella is a shit player, man. This Cucurella is a shit player. He gets nasty on the pitch. He does those all nasty things. And he gets the opposition those cards. That is what Chelsea are doing. It was Ta who got a yellow card, and now it is Olise. One from Cucurella and the another one coming in. It was from the likes of Chalobah. But no cards given to Chelsea for those tackles. Joao Pedro being tackled by Lima. Oh my God, again a yellow card to Lima for that. Things are getting rusty. I know that many cards were going to be incoming, and now it is happening. Now it is happening. Look at that. It was a fair tackle from Lima, but given a yellow card. That is what this referee Sanchez is. 86 minutes now on the watch. Chelsea looking to get some sort of respect back. Down by 2 goals. Will they get 1 or 2 more for the equalizer? Min-jae Kim getting rusty on those tackles. That is what I am not looking good of that. Garnacho gets across. Kim Min-jae, a header deflection. Good one. Chalobah gets that. Luis Diaz, no. Back to Caicedo again. I mean, this man to be talking about Chelsea, Tosin, he is really playing it up to those 90 minutes. He is a good one. Now Chelsea are looking rolling to make something for the last 4 minutes left. 86 minutes now on the watch. 3-1 over here. 2 each. Atletico and Liverpool. The scores are level 2 each. My goodness. PSG 3-0. Inter against Ajax 2-0. My goodness. Liverpool 2 each against Atletico. Marcus Llorente getting 2 goals. Oh my god, at Anfield, Slot is sharing points. Now it is Tom Bishop being called. But why is Nicholas Jackson not being brought in the lineup? I want Nicholas Jackson. Vincent Company having words with Tom Bishop to be coming on for a substitute. I think he will be replacing Gnabry, I guess. Will he be replacing Lima or will he be replacing Gnabry? Cucurella, nasty challenge to Alicia again. No cards being given. Cucurella, the Spanish association with that Sanchez, with the Spanish association is looking happening. Harry Kane, steady, passing that to Kimmich inside the box. Boy has got in. Keep the position, my boy, not the need of the passes to be made now. Now Garnacho getting that. He takes a shot straight to Neuer. Keep the position, my boy. But bring in Jackson at least. When is Jackson going to be coming in? But look at that. This referee giving a yellow card to Alicia, yellow card to Lima, but no cards for Chelsea for those tackles. Garnacho now. That little baby boy is trying to make a move. Oh my god, it is the second goal which has come in. Cole Palmer has got that. Cole Palmer has got that. 3-2 is the scoreline. But Vincent Company still keeping Jackson in. He's not bringing in on those wing reinforcements. And Cole Palmer is the man getting that second goal. It was Lima not aware of him. Palmer made that run. Minje came not good enough. Manuel Neuer not making that tackle. That is what Minje Kim is. I knew that part of the pitch. Minje Kim is high up. It happens. When Minje Kim is high up, it happens. When Minje Kim is really high up, it happens. But was that offside or not? A check is going on. To each, Liverpool, Atletico, 4-0. PSG are thumping Atlanta. It is offside. That goal from Palmer was offside. No goal. It is offside. That is what I am saying. But Kim Min-jae a bit high on the pitch. Thank God the time has also been wasted. Lama looking casual. Now it is Nicholas Jackson coming in the red jersey. Mia said Mia. A no goal, and now it is Nicholas Jackson coming in, my big boy. Look at that red jersey, Nicholas Jackson coming onto the pitch. Final moments. Oh my God, we have got now votes for Bayern Munich. Bayern fans are now giving their votes, but it is 6 minutes of stoppage time. 90 minutes are up. 6 minutes of stoppage time being awarded, and now it is Nicholas Jackson in those red jerseys coming in. Bishop and Jackson, two substitutions coming in late in the stoppage time from Vincent Company. Can Nicholas Jackson get a goal? Can Nicholas Jackson, final 6 minutes, unleash hell, my boy, unleash hell. Nicholas Jackson, look at him. He is with his Chelsea mates, but with that red jersey. Luis Diaz getting that. It is Bishop now. for Diaz. Gusto has given away a throw, I guess, or is that a corner? It is a throw. It is a throw. But I want Jackson to get involved. I want to show his furious attacking aspect. Upamecano this time. Give Jackson the ball, my boy. Give Jackson the ball. Give Jackson the ball. Kimmich has been fouled. Look at that. This referee Sanchez not giving a card again. Estevao got a tackle to Kimmich. Kimmich has a fall, but no cards being given. I think that was a mistake. Estevao just didn't get involved, but Kimmich has a fall, I think. Minje going for Lima. Lima making a move. Trying to find Bishop. Yes, he has. Lima again making that. Palmer not getting those spaces. Give the ball to Jackson, my boy. Give the ball to Jackson, and I will ask Jackson to waste those time. Yes, Jackson has won that. He takes a shot. Oh my God, Jackson is furious of getting a goal. He just gets the ball and he knows that Sanchez is high up and he takes a shot. What a move from Nicholas Jackson. Just on getting the ball, the first touch he takes, and he knew Sanchez, the goalkeeper of Chelsea, where he is, and he takes a shot to the net so far from the box. Jackson is desperate to get a goal. Yes, a foul being won. Kimmich, no. 3 more minutes left of that stoppage time. 3 more minutes left in this stoppage time. Give the ball to Jackson, my boy. Give the ball to Jackson. I want Jackson to keep the ball rolling. Garnacho up against Boy. 2 babies playing in. Lima getting that deflection goal. Kimmich has got it. He passes that. Gusto this time. Kim Min-jae gets the deflection goal. Enzo Maresca looking furious because it is Jackson who had a shot on attempt against Enzo Maresca. Man, can you just make this? It is Nicholas Jackson who has got a shot on attempt against Enzo Maresca Sanchez. My goodness, it was close to get a goal, my boy. Jackson was close to get a goal. Now the Blue Whale Reserves have got a corner. Going to take that. Deflection coming in. Good one. Upamecano. Clear that. Pass it to Jackson, my boy. Pass it to Jackson. It is a foul to Upamecano. Pass it, my boy Upamecano, to Jackson. I want the ball to be passed to Jackson. Garnacho doing baby work inside the box. Falling in. Min-jae came. Blocking him good. Palmer this time. Trying to get across. Manuel Neuer save. Give it to Jackson, my boy. Give it to Jackson. Pass that ball to Jackson. I want him playing. It is Bishop now. Yes, Jackson has got the ball. It is a yellow card. Jackson has won that. At least Jackson now has won a yellow card. And it is Andres Santos on the mid-pitch getting a foul to Jackson. This is the mentality, my boy. This is the mentality. Jackson has so far won a shot and a card for Chelsea. There's Goretzka going that. Far on the wings. Boe. Lise. Lise has the ball. I want the ball. Playmaking from Jackson. Kimmich has got that. Goretzka this time. The final whistle has been blown. Nicholas Jackson finally making his presence felt with his red jersey, and Enzo Maresca getting thrashed by 3-1. What Bayern fans could have expected in this match day? Nothing more, nothing more. It was our prediction from the start of the stream that it will going to be a 4-0 or 5-0, but Bayern got 3-1 and missed two big chances. Definitely, what more Bayern fans could expect for this day against Chelsea? What more? What more? What more could have Bayern fans expected on this day? Definitely. What more could have Bayern fans expected on this day? Oh my goodness. What a class performance that is. My goodness. All the expectations which the Bayern fans were having have been totally completed, and Bayern fans have done it great. Bayern fans have done it great. Jackson in red colors and getting a shot on nets. Jackson in red colors and getting a shot and a yellow card for Chelsea. C1. What more can Bayern fans expect? That is what the thing is. Mia and Mia, my boys. Mia and Mia. FCB. What more can Bayern fans expect? So we will be now closing that poll. We got all those votes, ending that poll, and what will be the final scoreline was the question. We are ending that question as well. My goodness, what a big performance was that. What a big performance it was. It was Bayern who really humiliated in the second half, but it was the thing which was looking good is definitely the thing which was looking good is that Nicholas Jackson on those red jerseys playing for Bayern and taking a shot against Sanchez. My goodness, my goodness. But who will be the man of the match? Definitely Harry Kane. I think, yes, Harry Kane. My goodness. The man of the match for this game was definitely Harry Kane. 3-1 being the score line. Liverpool, oh my god, Liverpool has finally got that. Van Dijk header, thank god. 3-2 is the score line. Liverpool has made that. Good effort, my boys. Van Dijk has made that. Again, stoppage time winning for Slot. What a big performance. Liverpool winning by 3-2 against Atletico at their home of Anfield, and Van Dijk getting the late stoppage time. So Arne Slot has decided that this season all the matches he is going to win on the stoppage time. PSG getting 4-0 win against Atlanta, thumping win, and Inter 2-0 up against Ajax at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Big win. Inter has got that. But 3-1 scoreline by Chelsea, and Nicholas Jackson on that red jersey and scoring against Chelsea. He was trying to take a shot against Sanchez. He was aware that shot was close to get into the net. And second one, he got a yellow card as well to Andres Santos for Chelsea. But I expected more play time to be given to Nicholas Jackson, especially after those 80, 85 minutes. I wanted Jackson to be coming onto the pitch. But Vincent Company bringing him after those 90th minute late into those stoppage time just made the things more. It was the cherry on the top. Nicholas Jackson in that red jersey playing against 3-1 down Enzo Maresca's Chelsea. But one thing in this game, Chelsea were doing it good in the first half, but I was knowing it that in the mid-pace, starting from this team, we were saying it that they were looking to be overpowering on the mid-pitch, not giving spaces to Kimmich. They were trying it, but in the first half, they were so much drained of the energy that in the second half, everything changed. Everything changed. They were dried up of their gas, couldn't even just move their legs. But one thing I would say, the yellow cards being given in this game hasn't been that good because Star has got a yellow card, Company changing Star and bringing in Kim. I was not that confident with Kim, but Kim played decent because Chelsea were not high up in the progress. They were only waiting for their open play on those counters. That is where they couldn't get those chances, and Kim Min-jae was not exposed. But again, talking about it was Sacha Boey coming in. Sacha Boey stood steady. He was staying steady. Stanisic down with the injury again. That is what the concern is. Sacha Boey is there. No Alphonso Davies. No Jamal Musiala. Sacha Boey has to carry on. Palmer was the sole man from Chelsea getting a goal, but Harry Kane definitely HK009 converting that opportunity. But it was again, I would say, Serge Gnabry marvelous on the mid pitch, and it was the likes of Olise and Diaz excellent. But the change in form for Chef Serge Gnabry is the biggest thing which Vincent Company, if he is doing it, or how Serge Gnabry is getting his form, he is regaining it in every matches. Especially in this match, he was deep playing and making those. It was marvelous from Serge Gnabry. Marvelous from Serge Gnabry. He did that bet. But Jonathan Tah and Upamecano, defense against the likes of Joao Pedro, Fernandes, Palmer, Neto were decent. Only Cole Palmer was the man from Chelsea who was decent. Apart from that, all of the Chelsea players were looking rusted. And they were just going for those tackles. But the referee, Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez, giving a yellow card to Tah, a yellow card to Olise. That was bad. And a yellow for Lammer. 3 yellow cards he has given him. But Enzo Maresca only from Chelsea got a yellow card. Apart from those playing starting 11s, none of the Chelsea players got a card in this. Only Andres Santos got a card because it was a foul he made to Nicholas Jackson. So I think it was some statement made to Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez, the referee, that if a tackle is being made to Chelsea player, then only you gave a card, because he only gave a yellow card sole only for Andres Santos. But the foul which was happening in the box, it was Chalobah who got a conceding goal. It was a bad one, but no cards were given for that. In fact, the penalty which Harry Kane took, the foul which was made inside the box, no cards were given to the opposition for that. Big question. What are your views? Do tell us in the comment section. Till then, bye-bye. Keep going, guys, and good night. But having the last view of what happened, Liverpool winning that big win from Liverpool again in the late stoppage time. Big move from Van Dijk, captain, getting the stoppage time goal. PSG winning it 4-0 against Atlanta. And 2-0 Ajax up against the likes of Inter. Tomorrow we will be having the next matches of the UEFA Champions League, and especially to be talking about it is the fixtures of Manchester City and Napoli, as well as the likes of Newcastle and Barcelona. Tomorrow we will be having the watch along, and yes, tomorrow morning we will be uploading those videos, the shorts as well as the match analysis. Till then, keep going, guys, and yes, me are to all the Bavarian fans. Big move, and Vincent Company is showing his tactical approach. It is looking good. He has outclassed Maresca. What more can you expect? Vincent Company outclassing Maresca. What more can you expect? Big, huge job. Till then, good night, guys. Keep going.